Hey friends, David here. Today's video is going to be more of a conversation, a philosophical discussion, if you will, instead of specific improv techniques, although I promise in this video we'll get to it. This video is rated for anybody at any level of improvisation. And what I want to talk about today, before we get to the specific techniques that we will recommend, is a background on how our personal psychology and our emotions are always so deeply ingrained with our improv. And what I've noticed in class a lot certainly the past couple of weeks, but really the past couple of years, is this particular question. Why is it that some people resist being specific when they are improvising? Now, those of you who have watched our other videos know that we have another video on why being specific is so important when you are improvising and how much better your improv gets when you are specific. But some people resist doing that. So I've been talking about this a lot with my students. We work in our studio, Change Through Play, with beginner, intermediate, and advanced students. So I have come up with the 3 top reasons why we see this is happening. Reason number 1, people have a fear of control, a fear of taking control. Well, if it's up to me to be specific about you and your character, I will freeze up because I'm not used to having control. I'm not used to having a say. I'm not used to getting to decide or label what something is. And that is, for some people, frightening. Oh, even if it's completely fictional, it's frightening. Here's number 2. And I think this ties in nicely with reason number 1, because if actually being able to be in control of something and to label something is frightening, what's underneath of that? Well, it's a fear of being wrong. What if I'm improvising with you in a scene and I say, hey, Aunt Mary, guess what? I just got straight A's on my report card. Maybe you won't like it if I call you Aunt Mary because you came out on stage thinking that you were Santa Claus. And now I'm wrong in some way. I've labeled you something that you didn't think you were or didn't think you should be. I'm imposing on you, and then somehow, as a result of that, I've offended you, and I'm wrong. And then the third thing, of course, is, well, if I'm wrong, you're going to judge me. And so this third and final reason is that we fear judgment. If I go on stage and I start being really specific with the ways that I'm going to endow the other improvisers I'm on stage with, or endow the environment. Maybe I refer to this as the living room, and then I go over and I spread the curtains and I open the window and I let some fresh air in. Maybe all of my attempts to be specific will cause you to judge me. And those are the 3 reasons. A fear of being in control, a fear of being wrong, and a fear of being judged. These are very real fears. And I want to remind all of you that are watching this video, it has nothing at all to do with that we're in a fictional environment. We're improvising. We're making it up. It's not real. But what is real are our psychologies, how we're wired, who we are in the world. Right? Some people are introverted. Some people are extroverted. Some people like being in control. Some people resist it. Some people are okay with being judged. Other people not. And so in the end, it doesn't matter that we're improvising about fictional environments. Our personal psychologies are 100% real. So I want to start with this. We, of course, support that you bring your individual psychology and emotions to improv class and to the stage. We all do. Everyone does. We're not going to tell any of our students, check it at the door, forget it, it doesn't exist, it's not real. We will point out sometimes how funny it is, how worked up we get when we're improvising about scenes that have nothing to do with us, even though they kind of do have to do with us, right? So we start from the position of we accept this about you, and of course we ask you to accept it about yourself. We also ask that you learn to develop some comfort with other people seeing that this is who you are. When we improvise with others, they get a chance to see our psychology. This is the dirty secret about improv that not a lot of people talk about. When we improvise, we are not only bringing our psychology and our emotions to the table, but we're doing it in a public way. Other people get to see us. They see our strengths, but they also see our weaknesses. They see what we're good at, and they see maybe where we have some blind spots. It's neither good or bad, but we're really sharing a lot about who we are. So, how do we proceed? So glad you asked. Take risks. Be brave. Trust yourself and trust those around you in class and on stage. None of the things that I've written here are easy for all of us. Some of these things are outright challenging and difficult for some of us. So I want to acknowledge that. I also want to acknowledge that they are all learned skills, no matter who you are, no matter who raised you, no matter your culture, your background, your race, your religion, your socioeconomic status, your emotional set points, your psychology, your behavioral types, your Enneagram number. You can learn to do all of these things. And in order to become a better improviser, you're going to want to learn how to do all of these things. But today's discussion is really all about understanding that it is precisely these things that can help you get over the hump and become more willing to be specific when you are improvising, to let go of this need to manage, that sometimes you get to be in control in a scene, that there really is no wrong in improv. You can't go out on stage and really do anything wrong. Good improvisers will always be able to help elevate what you think are mistakes into gold. And that the only person who is judging you is yourself. You know, it is worth noting that the name of our studio is changed through play. That's not a mistake. We have the word play featured so prominently because play suggests joy. It suggests leaving our fears behind. It suggests leaving our judgment behind. It means engaging on a level with others and ourselves that creates a sense of freedom and expansion. Anyway, quick sidebar. Back to the main video. When you are able to free yourself from those 3 fears that we talked about earlier and embrace these solutions here, slowly, over time, and with great encouragement from your teachers, from your collaborators on stage and off, and those in your personal life, you will see that your improv will not only grow by leaps and bounds, but your awareness in the moment of who you are and when things come up will also develop such that at some point you'll feel that thing rising up in you, that resistance, that urge to squash it back down and to step away from the fire. You'll notice those feelings and you'll be able to be brave around them. You'll be able to trust yourself around them. You'll be able to be on stage with people and trust them as well. And that, friends, not only is why some people resist being specific, but how to get over it. So, your homework, go out into the world and in healthy and in safe ways, take little bite-sized steps forward. Where and when in the world can you take control in instances where you should? Is it when you're buying gas? Is it when you're going into a coffee shop? Is it when you're doing your job? Where and when can you trust yourself? Is it when you are having a conversation with a parent or a child? Is it when you're going to therapy or talking to a medical professional? Is it when you are giving counsel to a dear friend who really needs what you have? On stage, as in real life. We always bring ourselves to the classroom and to the stage. So the best advice I can give you and anyone who wants to study improvisation is live your life consciously, with awareness, and grow that consciousness and awareness every day. Because the more you practice off stage and out of class, the more you'll be able to bring to your on stage and in class world. Try it. Let me know how it goes. And if you think I missed anything here, let me know. I'm not perfect. And heck, I trust you and the people I improvise with all the time, so why shouldn't I invite your feedback, right? Right. We'll see you on stage.